Hi everyone, this is Dr. Alison Goggin with Little Black Bag Medicine, and tonight our class is about resolution solutions because so many people have been messaging me or during our consultations we're talking about the goals that they had set in December or January for 2018 and they're not meeting them. They're falling behind. We have all these excuses and they're wondering how am I even going to make it through today, let alone keep these goals going for the next month and year and the rest of my life. And it just seems so overwhelming. So I had this inspiration to do this talk. And as I was writing all these things down and practical tips and how to meet your goals and what to do, it really just dawned on me that that's not at all what I wanted to talk about. So where I would like to start with you tonight is to start by just taking a second to appreciate your body. And I posted, I think yesterday, that our heart beats 100,000 times a day without us even thinking about it. We're taking in 30,000 breaths or more every day. That is phenomenal. The work that our body does on our behalf that we don't even think about because we're so focused on money or relationships or the house or keeping the kids together. We're worried about our weight and what we look like and the numbers on the scale. We're not even taking the time to appreciate what we already have. So as we move forward, think about all the things that you love about your body. Find those good things. Are you in love with your hair? Are you in love with the way your skin feels? Do you just love that you can eat food and it digests? Do you love that your body's making these hormones and your liver's processing everything and your lymph is flowing and you feel good? There's a million things that we could find appreciation for. And once we find that appreciation for our body, taking care of ourselves is so much easier because we love ourselves for where we are now. So your size, your shape, your weight, the way you look, the way you feel, love it, embrace who you are right now in this moment. And then each step that you take forward, every food that you put in your mouth, every supplement that you take, it's showing appreciation for your body. And your body will receive it and love it, and you will just feel so much better from your core outward. And you'll radiate that joy and health that you want to have. So appreciation all the way. So the next step really is to change your mindset about your body, your health, your goals, because the biggest things that people messaged me about were that they were already bored with their routine. Whatever they were doing isn't working. So I know we all want to step on the scale after eating healthy for one day. Hey, I ate a salad, aren't I 10 pounds lighter? But that's not how it works, right? They feel really alone or that everything is just too hard. Those are the biggest things. Besides, we don't have the time, we don't feel good. So when I talk about mindset in this way, really it's about our body as a reflection of our mind, not necessarily our thoughts, but about our programming and our genes. So there's a book that I'm reading and it's called You Are the Placebo by Dr. Joe Dispenza. He's amazing. His research is phenomenal and I highly recommend it. And something that we learn about in functional medicine and talk about is epigenetics, which means how to change our genes. So as I was growing up, and I'm sure as you as well, we were taught that our genes are our genes are our genes. We're programmed this way, you're going to live this way. If your mother had it, you're going to get it. If your grandmother had it, you're definitely going to get it. So we felt like we're trapped in this world of where our genes control our entire destiny, our entire health, and that is actually not true. Only 8% of our genes are locked into place. So what does that mean? That means 92% of our genes can be turned on and off with our thoughts, with our food, with our exercise, with our environment. And there's a lot of things that we cannot control to an extent, like our water, our food, and we have some control over it, right? We have some control over our environment, but the most important part is the control that we have over our own mindset. And so one of the famous studies that was done about weight and exercise and the mind and how our mind helps us or harms us is that they took two sets of hotel maids and they both had sets that wanted to lose weight. And so the test group, they taught them about exercise and how important exercise was for weight loss and health and helping the body. And both groups got that talk. And then one of the groups was told, hey, are you vacuuming? Are you walking with your work? Are you sweating? Are you moving? Because they're cleaning, they're bending over, they're lifting, they're changing sheets, they're physically working. Told them, did you know that that counts as your exercise for the day? Because a lot of us are moving in our jobs or throughout our daily life. And it applies for everyone. And we didn't go to the gym for 4 hours, or we didn't run on the treadmill for 2 hours. That's not exercise. We're never going to make it. And what they found is that the women who were told that their job counts as exercise ended up losing 2 pounds a week. And their energy was better. Their sleep was better. Everything that they tested on these women was improved. And they didn't exercise more. They didn't go to the gym more. Nothing was changed in their lives except for their mindset about how they felt about their work and whether or not it was exercise and healthy for them. So they viewed their job as healthy for them, which is a huge shift. Now, the women who weren't given that talk, who were just told, hey, exercise is good for you, they stayed exactly the same. Nothing changed for their health, their body, their weight, their strength, their heart rates, anything. So just that mental shift drastically changed women's health. So what I do want to do is, if you're on and you're commenting and I'm not getting it, just let me know, because Facebook Live doesn't show you the comments anymore unless it's being sneaky. So if I miss you, just text me, I'll get it, or Facebook message me and I'll get it. It'll pop up because I want to answer any questions that you guys have. So getting back to that, our genes turn off and on, and that is just so phenomenal because they turn on with our thoughts, they turn on with our food, our environment. So knowing how to move forward with that, you're not stuck with where you are. You can change it, and starting with your mindset is going to be the most important thing that you can possibly do. So let's dig in a little bit to goals. Because I wrote down reevaluate your goals and your reasons. I think that we're really programmed to always have to be on this weight loss train, always have to be bettering ourselves, losing weight. I think my question for you is, if your goal is to lose weight, why do you want to lose weight? And then really dig into those reasons. And then the next thing I want you to think about is, if you do want to lose weight, or really it goes for any health goal, what would your life look like when you hit this? So say your goal is to weigh 150 pounds. What does that actually look like for you? I think you would probably say you'd have more energy. Maybe you would sleep better. You would definitely be eating better. You would have more energy to play with your kids. You would have more energy to get through the day. Maybe it looks like for you that you're doing a lifting competition. There's something there. There's a deeper goal that you want to have that isn't necessarily dependent on a number on the scale. So if you are feeling really that like nothing's changed, you're feeling alone, you're not meeting your goals, it's been 23 days and nothing's working. So really, what is the end goal? Because when we weigh ourselves, that's just a number on the scale, right? There's so many pictures, and I love them, of women saying, hey, I've been working out for 2 months, my weight's the same, but I've gone down 2 sizes, or I was lifting 2-pound weights, now I'm lifting 10-pound weights. That's a dramatic change in your body. So reevaluating your goals and understanding the why that you want to achieve them is going to be what keeps driving you. That number on the scale is not going to drive you. It's going to be about those deeper, more meaningful goals that will keep you going and bring you back to really appreciating your body. So when you do have that energy, appreciate it and look for those little changes that you're noticing. Hey, maybe you're going to bed earlier because that's self-care. Maybe you're waking up with a little bit more energy. Maybe you can appreciate the fact that you packed your lunch. Like, there's so many things that you can do and really look at to see what's going on in your mindset to shift and keep moving on with that. Okay. And then now, once you've figured out your why and your goal and the reasons behind, are the steps that you're taking to get there actually going to do it? And that also comes back to appreciation, loving your body, but are you actually going to get to your goals if you're eating the way you're eating right now, if you're working out or not working out the way you are right now? Because it really comes down to reevaluating your program that you've been doing. You have to get off the diet train, the diet hamster wheel. There's no diet out there for you that's going to work. If it's, especially if you're binging, especially if you're holding yourself back from eating, or you're just concerned about calories and macros and not even looking at what you're eating. So I'll tell you right now, if you're on a diet plan and you're working with someone and they say, I don't care what you eat, as long as it fits in your macros, you can have pizza and fruit snacks and that's it for the day. I'm so glad with what you ate. You need to start ignoring those. You need to run as far away from those people as possible, because they have no idea what nutrition is. You are going to make yourself sick eating the same crappy foods and just focusing on macros, because nutrition is so much of a bigger deal. So getting support in your diet. So there's blood type diets. There are autoimmune paleo diets, which are amazing. I like the blood type diets / metabolism, metabolic type diets. And you can get personalized support for that I can help you. I have my friend who does amazing nutrition work. Her name's Marie Molansky. She has an intuition nutrition program. Highly recommend that one. And then the other part is food sensitivity testing, which is so important, because you can be eating the healthiest, cleanest diet on the face of the planet, but if you're sensitive to the foods that you're eating, they're still going to cause inflammation. You'll never lose the weight. You'll still be sick. You'll still have digestive upset and migraines and not know what to do about it. So the most common food sensitivity I find is greens, dairy, wheat, and chicken, because people are eating the same thing every day. So if you're waking up and having the same breakfast, same lunch, same dinner, over time, if you have leaky gut or gut disruption, you're going to develop sensitivities to those. And then all of a sudden that super healthy diet that was really working for you burned out your intestines, and now you're having a massive inflammation reaction, a massive allergy reaction. Could be as far as hives, rashes, acne, everything. Your body just implodes. And it could be as simple as your headaches are back, you're not losing weight, and you're feeling really swollen. There's something deeper there, that just because your best friend's doing it and they're losing weight, or your husband is doing this amazing intermittent fasting program and eating whatever he wants, and he's doing great and lost 20 pounds like mine is out there, that program made me gain a ton of weight. So finding out your food sensitivities, narrowing down your metabolic type is going to be the most helpful thing that you could possibly do. And then on the exercise side with these programs is that most people are actually overdoing their exercising. And then they're not matching their nutrition to even handle the exercise. So I had someone who is actually in really great shape, but she started working out twice a day. She was doing Orange Theory rotation in the morning and her powerlifting at night, but her nutrition stayed the same. Her calories were still way too low, and she's, I'm exhausted and I don't know what to do, and why do I feel this way, and I'm emotional. I'm like, stop working out so much. You don't need it. Pick one program and stick with it. And you're going to know the program that works for you, because you're going to start listening to your body and listening to your foods. And once you take that extra stress off your body, your immune system's going to go back up. Your body's going to start healing, because it's not constantly stressed out. Too much exercise is not healthy. There's no amount of exercise that is going to get you to the weight or size goal overnight, and doing it twice a day most certainly isn't. So if you choose to do that, get with someone like me or a real nutritionist to figure out your meal plan that's going to match the calories and the protein and all the things that you need to do that. And then, we are members at a gym, and just like most people, I bought my membership last July. We went a couple times, and then I think I got sick and my shoulder hurt. And there's so many things that prevented us from going, which is fine. So if you're in that trap, I found a new gym, which is a really popular franchise, and we showed up because I was kind of into the tanning beds and the massage chairs, and I was like, ooh, I would go to the gym if I could go get a massage, right? And they had 800 cardio machines, and the guy who was walking us around said that, it doesn't matter how long you stay on the cardio machines, you can stay here for 2 hours if you want. And I'm like, this is the most backwards way of looking at how 2 hours on a cardio machine is not going to help you meet your goals unless you're training for a marathon. So everyday people like me, I don't need that. I shouldn't be spending that amount of time on cardio and without training, without weights. And you have to find the program that works for you. So the other thing that I found is that a long time ago, one of my guy friends said, oh, women don't need to lift weights because you just need to do cardio and trim off all the fat. I'm like, that's not how this works. That's not how any of this works. So the other way I love to use the blood type diet is really the blood type lifestyle, which always correlates with the metabolic type lifestyle. So for me, I'm a type O. I do really, really well with a lot of weightlifting and a little bit of cardio. Now, my friends who are type A's do really well with yoga. So when I switched and PiYo came out, hold on, I gotta check. It is, okay, we're okay. So I was doing this weightlifting program, and then PiYo came out, and I love that program. It's awesome. But for me, I had lost 15 pounds on the weightlifting program that I was doing at the Body Beast, and then I did PiYo, and when it was done, I had gained it all back because my body was like, ew, yoga, gross. Like, that's not you need to go back and lift weights. So that's what I realized for my body. Now, I have friends who were weightlifting like crazy, spending 2 hours in the gym, getting trained, doing the cardio, doing all those things that I was doing, and they gained 20 pounds. They started doing PiYo and yoga, and they lost it because our blood types are different, because our genes are different. And so don't get hung up on doing just this one program because everyone's doing it. There are so many options out there. Try them, see what your body prefers, and you're going to find, and I would love to know, depending on your blood, if there's message me your blood type and we can pick out the program for you. Or you say, hey, I'm a type O and the same thing happened to me. I would love to hear what your guys' experiences are with that. And then the last two things I want to talk about is stair-stepping your goals. Because in January 2nd, right, we're like, I'm going to do this every day. And a lot of us started this detox, the Clean Slate program on the 8th. And we were just ready to hit it. And everyone's at the gym. And then what happens? People got the flu. That happened. I didn't. My whole family did. So I didn't go to the gym last week. Other people, they had to stop their detox program. It's too much. So I think the simplest way to explain it is, so say you have this new goal and you want to drink the right amount of water every day. So let's say that's 80 ounces of water a day. That's what your goal is. Well, that first day is great until you have to go to the bathroom the whole day. And then the next day you're like, I don't have time to go to the bathroom. I'm not drinking water today. So take your biggest goal, and you can write it down on a piece of paper and put that right at the top. So what's the next smallest thing that you can do below that? So even, let's say, go to the gym. Your goal is, I'm going to the gym every day. And then something happened, right? And now you're not going to the gym at all, and it's been a year. So what's the next thing you could do beneath that? Well, I'll go to the gym every other day. How about once a week? And then you make those smaller and smaller and smaller. So what's the one thing that you could do today, or every day really, that would be so small it wouldn't affect your schedule, it wouldn't affect your life, you wouldn't have to schedule in 2 years worth into your schedule, right? So what's the next smallest thing that you can do? So maybe instead of going to the gym every day and then not going and then feeling guilty and beating yourself up, maybe it's you walk around your house, or you go up and down the stairs in your house 3 times. And you start there. That's your exercise program. And you start building that up, building it up. And now you have this new mindset of, just like we talked about in the beginning, that research program where this is healthy. This is my exercise. I am doing something good for my body. And that is what's going to drive your genes and your hormones and your neurotransmitters to actually create that change. And then maybe you got that cardio in, you're going up and down the stairs. What's that next thing? Well, maybe you do have weights at home or a band. You can do a little program. Maybe you get on Pinterest and you type in quick home exercises, and they have all those 15-minute exercises, and you do one of those a day. You could do 15 minutes. Maybe the next smallest step for you is, what do we call them? Oh, the commercial exercises. What does that mean? When a commercial comes on the TV, you exercise. So that's only just a few minutes that you have to exercise, and you get it done each commercial, and then you're done for the day. So maybe your next step with water, instead of drinking the full 80 ounces, is you just start with 1 glass of water. Can you do 1 glass of water today? And then you slowly build that up to the point where you are at your 80. And you might not hit 80 ounces until July or maybe even December, but you know you're making those incremental steps that are getting you there. And really, it's about consistency, right? We're not going to go to the gym one time and lose weight. You are not going to eat one salad and cure all of the issues that you have going on. It's about consistency. It's about staying with the program. And then it's about reevaluating that program. So if after a few weeks you're not feeling those changes, finding out why, reevaluating goals, reevaluating the program, seeing how your body's reacting, getting those tests done to see if you do have a food sensitivity issue or a leaky gut issue that needs to be addressed. So when you're feeling bored or alone or overwhelmed, find support. I'm one of those people who can support you. I do have a metabolism recovery program that is a 3-month-long program to support you. It includes testing and some supplements that would be able to do that deep dive together to make sure you are doing the right program for you. And really that 3 months gives us that time for consistency, accountability, support, and then really tweaking and reevaluating those programs together. So I hope this was helpful for you in coming back to your New Year's resolutions, really finding that path. So your goal for this week is to just find one small thing that you can do and do that small thing every day. Drink your 1 glass of water, go up and down your stairs a couple of times, whatever that next small step is. Appreciate your ability to drink water, to go up and down stairs, and love where you are now, and let that appreciation for your body flow into the way that you take care of yourself. Trust yourself, you know what to do and how to do it, and get the support you need. All right, thanks everyone.